check, mic check. Okay. What is up, you guys? It is your boy, Brett Bickus here, and welcome to another video, or live stream, I should say. And today, we are doing the Minnesota Vikings rebuild. Now, I did this a lot. Let me say this again. A lot in Madden 23. And this is the first time I'm doing it in Madden 24, so, yeah. We have did the Packers, and I think that was the only rebuild no, I did the Panthers. So, yeah, but anyway. But it's like, this team is very interesting. But one thing that is very interesting is I think Ty Chandler is the backup running back for the Minnesota Vikings. But in here, he's the RB4. So that's something that I think is interesting. But the offense is honestly very, very good. You got a decent offensive line with arguably one of the best tackles in the league, Christian Darrisaw. And then obviously you have one of the best tight ends in TJ Hawkinson, best receiver in Justin Jefferson. It just comes down to the backfield of this offense that is the biggest problem. Kirk Cousins, 35-year-old quarterback. He's going to start to progress. You're going to need to find a new franchise QB, or you're kind of done. And Alexander Mattison, you kind of need to find out what you have out of him before you can assume how bad he can be. Then defense. The defense, and you can kind of see why. This is one of, I think, the worst defenses heading into 2023, if not the worst. And I'm not saying I hate this team, or I could say, I'm not saying it, there is no chance for this defense to be good, because there definitely is a chance. It's just, I don't think that's going to happen. But we're going to start to try to build the rebuild and start trading some players. Because that's what I feel like they're probably going to maybe be doing in the trade deadline. Start trading some old veteran players. So, the first player we're going to start off is Harrison Smith. Because he's probably going to, we might get the most out of Harrison Smith. So, yeah, but I would like to trade him, though, to a veteran team. I mean, to a team that's kind of in need of secondary, but also just in a team that's kind of in win-now mode. And I think the best team, in that departure is in the Dolphins. So, first-round pick for Harrison Smith. I think that's a deal, and that is a deal. Alright. There are a couple other players that I'm also going to try to trade. Julian Williams could just get cut. Andrew Booth Jr., which I'm surprised he doesn't have star dev in this game. And then, who is he? Mekhi? Yeah, it was Mekhi Blackman. I want to see them both try to develop into corners and see how that works. And then the rest of some parts of our defense is definitely going to get out of here. Starting off with Jordan Hicks, you're going to be buying. I think the last player I'm getting rid of is Delaney Hunter. And then I think that might be it. I mean, Brian O'Neill could be there eventually, just not now. And same thing with TJ Hawkinson, you can also say. But I think I'm going to keep all those pieces. So, hopefully we could get 2 second-round picks for him, because we can definitely use some pass rush, you know. So, how about 2 seconds and what else do I want? I guess let's go look for a defensive player, I guess. And a first. I don't think this is gonna work, but I'll try and see. Okay, yeah, that's what I figured. Second, and yeah, I guess a third round pick. Alright. 2 seconds and third for exchange with Delaney Hunter. That could definitely probably work out in the future, just it's not gonna work for now right now. You know what I mean? And I guess another player I want to get rid of is Kirk Cousins, so we could actually get like a high-end draft pick to hopefully get our new quarterback. But yeah, you know what? Let's go trade him to a team that's kind of in QB purgatory in his former team, the Washington Commanders. Let's see here, seconds to first next year. All right. So yeah, we are going to have some draft picks. And I wouldn't be surprised this is going to be a pretty bad team this year, but get a lot better in the future. As it kind of has. So, I am curious to see how our corners develop. We do actually have some pretty solid corners. I know, like, in terms of, like, their corner core, it's not the good. Like, Brian Murphy's a good corner, but that's about it. But if Andrew Booth and Mekhi Blackmon develop into good corners, this is a pretty deep corner core. So yeah, we're gonna simulate to the midseason and just see how good we're going to be doing. Obviously, I also have it on Vikings playbooks. Just a reminder. But anyway, I'll see you in the midseason mark. Sorry about that. I was just talking to my dad, but anyway. Yeah, so apparently, and I was talking about this within my Packers video. Yeah, this team pretty sucks in terms of simulation, but for some reason it got better because we didn't like, despite all the trades. So we are 1-6, not the greatest, to be honest.
View your team, save, snap, quickly review the league's top
But
performers and the current.
that's okay though. It's okay. 28 in offense, so not the greatest at all, but 20th in defense. So, but the one thing I do want to do is change our team to 4-3 because honestly, it doesn't really matter. I think with some of the players. So yeah. wide receiver, running back, and corner. So that's actually really nice to know that the best, well, one of the strengths in these, well, all kind of the strengths, kinda, are needs, which, well, again, corner is a need. No offense to Andrew Booth and Kai Blackman. And wide receiver is kind of a need, because we kind of do need an WR2. But again, that depends on how Jordan Addison develops. And I also guess how KJ Osborne is. But, yeah. But so far it seems to be that Jordan Addison could be a good receiver, potentially. But who knows. So yeah, we're changing it to 4-3. I don't know what defensive playbook is the best in 4-3. I've been recommended doing San Francisco, but he also said that the Dallas playbook is the best on offense, which that did not work. that is terrible. It sucks. So I think I might need to change the offensive playbook and kind of look a little bit more in terms of simulation. Obviously support the Chiefs, the Broncos. I'll see. I'll wait and see, though. And obviously, again, our offensive playbook is kind of also because we don't really have a quarterback right now. So I guess I could wait for now, but you never know. But now let's actually get to, well, changing our players into the 3-4 scheme. Again, like, I do think this team has some potential to making it into the postseason, but I don't think they're going to get anything higher than, like, a 10-win season, probably. And that's kind of just my opinion. Harrison Phillips, he actually, I think, played D-tackle with the Bills for a little bit when they changed to 4-3 or something. Yeah. I mean, he's kind of a more just interior DN, but that's fine. So, again, this is pretty much going to be the last time I pretty much live stream consistently because of, well, school's going to be coming up, and then I have practice, so, yeah, because I pretty much have 240, not even 244, really, like, I don't get a lot of time to, stay and just chillaxing, because, especially Tuesday, like, Tuesday is not going to be an easy day for me, because right after school's done, which ends at 2:44 instead of 1:30, like I did last year, I have therapy, and then pretty much right. It's gonna be like 4 o'clock, and I'm gonna in like 30 minutes. I have 30 minutes. You think I'm gonna live stream for 30 minutes? No, I'm not. So, yeah, but. Yeah, I am going to trade Dean Lowry. I don't even know how much I'm going to get for him, but I'm just hoping I could get something, like, decent. Quentin Jefferson. It's not bad, it's just, like, I don't really want him. Ian Grotus Montos. That's not bad. Although Joseph was back. That would be funny. Chance Campbell, no. So, let me see if I can try to get, dang, he is so underrated in this game. DeMarcus Walker. Do I go get Tyson Gibson? I don't think I do. Malik Walker's? That's when they had him. I don't need more depth at corner. My depth at corner is totally fine right now. Khalil Herbert. Equinus St. Brown. I mean, I know this is not going to be accepted off the bat, but yeah, that's kind of what I figured. So let me try to see what I could throw in Didn't I throw in like a third? Oh, I just didn't apparently had a third round pick. Let me like see what could I get for a third round pick. And also Dane Louder, which I think that could be something decent. Probably. Verse Smith. I don't really need him exactly. I don't even need him either, really. I'm trying to I want to try to get is a position of need. I want to try to get a position of need. Isaiah Oliver, as good as he is, and also fills a position of need, I don't really want him. Because I think he's like 26 or something. But let me try to look at the right guard partner. Ryan Bates. Let me see this guy right here. I don't think it's going to be accepted right away, but it can. Alright. Third round pick, which is what they used on him, and Dean Louder for exchange of Quinton Minzy, which that kind of fixed the semi-need in that position because of, well, our starter was Ashkelon. Oh, yeah. So, pretty much now the only thing I have to worry is pretty much the backfield players on that, and then our outfits is pretty much firing on all cylinders. Contract negotiations. Who are we? I think, aren't we paying Jefferson? Oh, we're not paying Jefferson yet. Okay. Greg Joseph. I guess I could give him a 1-year deal.
Choose
I mean,
from
I want to
4
be the
preset offers that range.
1-year pack. Just to be back on the team. That's fine. I am going to try to pay TJ Hawkinson back because, well, it's TJ Hawkinson. So I would. Hey, Bowser. Yeah, so I have my dogs because no one's watching them at the moment, so I kind of have to watch them, so, yeah. KJ Osborne. This is a little bit of an interesting one. He doesn't have any interest. And why is that? It's probably because of, like, we're not, like, a contending team, and nope. Because historical champions, yes, but it's because we had no income tax, but he is close to home. Close to home? Bro, you're in Minnesota. Isn't that, like, in the east of, like... Actually, the price might change for that. So I'm gonna wait for that. For the moment. He doesn't like the scheme, highest offer, and coach. So he likes our coach, pretty much. Not because of his hair. And we got Ezra Cleveland back. He isn't, like, your normal starting center, but still a solid one, at least. And J.K. Warman, he might have a breakout year this year. Now, I didn't know he got 4 sacks last year. But you're like, okay, that's not impressive at all. Why are you saying he's going to have a breakout year this year? Well, he's doing that when you had Delania Hunter and Zadarius Smith both on the same defensive line. And you're not having really good corners either. Well, I guess they kind of did, but just poor development. Hey, another Brenton. Actually, it's called Benton. It's a Benton, not Brenton. It doesn't have a bar in it. But, yeah, but yeah, again, he had 4 sacks when you were on... Like, if you're getting 4 sacks with a pretty much, I think, one of the best defensive lines, or pretty much the best 2-edge combo in Zadarius Smith and Delania Hunter, that is not that bad. Obviously, again, it maybe had something to do with, I don't know, double team. I actually forgot that Andre Carter was drafted by the Vikings? Hold on a minute. When was he drafted? Because, like, some people had him to go in the 2nd round. Like, early 2nd round or late 1st round, so. Andre Carter Draft. When was Andre Carter drafted? He was drafted... Andre Carter... second. Drafted. He was an undrafted free agent? Really? Huh, that's interesting. I didn't know he was an undrafted free agent. I'm still gonna upgrade him either way. I know, like, people are gonna be like, oh, you're cheating, you're cheating. He would have been rated a lot higher if he was taken in the earlier rounds, so... I don't really want to hear any excuses of, oh, I'm cheating. And also, it's just my personal preference. So shut the frick up. And this guy's in the army. So shut up before I beat you. 69 overall, right in. Star Dev. R.I.P. to the last of the league. But yeah, like, we have some solid edge rushers, so we might not need edge rushing help. Maybe. Right, Bowser? I know it's not the best idea to change the scheme literally 1 week. Well, like, half of the season's gone by. I think I am going to pay DJ Warman. The reason why is probably because I kind of want to see how good is he going to be. Pretty much. Like, because I think, and also, if he's not our starter, he could still be a good backup option. Like, that's not bad either. It just sucks that kind of our entire defense isn't entirely good. So, yeah, like, Brandon Osborne II, at best, he's a okay starter. And that's my best linebacker. So, yeah. We kind of need to fix the linebacker. Well, we kind of really we need to fix the entire defense, just in general. We need to fix this entire defense. So our defense sucks. And I think a lot of us can agree. So, I am really looking forward to seeing how this team can develop. When we actually, I don't know, get somebody on defense. No offense to, like, players like Lewin Seen and Byron Murphy. It's just like we kind of need, like, a elite player on defense, and then, like, that defense could start to get good. So Marcus Davenport, he's kind of pretty much mutual with the team. He doesn't care about our income tax, the big market, and then highest offer. So, like, he's pretty mutual to staying here, so he doesn't really care. But I am curious to seeing how good has he been so far. I think he might be a guy I might want to wait. But DJ Warman, I do want to bring back, just as at least a backup option or mentor. Like, you never know. Like, I want him back, either way. Who cares? But Marcus Davenport is definitely going to be a guy I want to wait on. How much sacks has he gotten this year? He's gotten 1.5 and 4 tackles for loss. Like, I think this is the season, an example of why I think he got the contract that he did with the Vikings. Because of, 37 tackles, 9 for a loss, 9 sacks with 3 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. So that, I think, is the one reason of why he's still even getting anything. If that season, I don't think, didn't even exist, I don't think he would have, I think he might have been out of the league. I'm sorry, but that's kind of probably the truth. So, yeah, I think he's going to be a wait and see. If he doesn't do well, tough luck. And if he does do well good for him. I am going to be simulating it to the off season because, well, it's pretty plain and obvious because I don't think we're going to make it to the postseason. And I don't think that's going to be likely, even if we win. I mean, if we win all of our games, I guess we could still, or even lose one, really. But I don't see that happening. I think we're probably going to end up with a top 5 draft pick, hopefully. And, yeah, so I'll see you guys in the off season. So, yeah, it's kind of what I figured. 3-14, um, and we're tied for last place in the division. So, second worst in offense, but we did get 18 on defense, surprisingly enough. But I guess it might have been because of our defense. And yeah, that's pretty much what he was, a bridge quarterback. Good job. Alexander Madison, he was alright, but I don't think he's going to be my WR1 if he keep putting up numbers like that. Wow. I mean, he did have a really good season, but like the fact he only could put up like 3 touchdowns is very interesting. Jordan Addison got up for 900 yards, so I guess that's okay. And also 5 touchdowns, more than just Jefferson somehow. And KJ Osborne had the most touchdowns on our team in the passing attack. Don't ask me why. Wow. Everybody except this guy, who only went into like 12 downs, has a, and I guess also Alan Ide, all allowed a sack. And Christian Darrisaw allowed. But again, it's not their fault when we have one of the worst quarterbacks in the league. And yeah, we are going to need new pass rushers. And Marcus Davenport, I am not paying you. Bye. But at least we were getting interceptions, which I think that was the reason probably why we were ranked 18, was because of our interceptions. And honestly, that's probably about it. The Steelers won the Super Bowl, hey? That's interesting. Hopefully our team can turn around and maybe make it to the Super Bowl. Just kidding. It's not going to happen this year, obviously. Well, I mean, I would be surprised. But I know it's not going to happen.
Welcome to your franchise staff.
So, Jack Parker, a.k.a.
Staff
Brian
point. Some
Brian
talent trees
Flores,
make you select a path.
is the defensive coordinator of this team. It's just for some reason they don't tell you who the actual coordinators are. They just keep them uncovered. Which I think is kind of dumb. I wish they had their actual names in there. Obviously, again, it would take a lot more time, but it will also just prove to how much more they wanted to put into this game, so... I mean, that's just my opinion. I hate this part. Where I have to, like, go through, like, all the stuff. It's really, annoying. And sad. And boring. But something you just gotta do, you know? Like, I honestly don't really care about this entire staff system. Yay, yeah, I know, like, it upgrades your stuff, but that's kind of about it. Some of the staff some of the staff stuff are just completely pointless. In my opinion. They're stupid. Like, the right side, it doesn't matter because they're both pretty much the same, so that entire thing was pointless. The only thing I feel like really has some use is the coach and the player personal tree. That is literally it. So yeah, everybody will be left as a free agent. We have $98 million of cap, so maybe we could get a big player in free agency. But also maybe not, you know. But we do get, like, I mean, we do have a very exciting team heading into the season. But
Players, you have 3 evaluation periods with each.
Shut up. Thank you. Sorry. Yeah, this free agency class, I think the only player is Nick Bosa. And, I mean, it's kind of what we only need. If we get him. You know what's funny? They don't make, what he's asking, the amount of what he's actually asking for in real life. So, what I mean by that is in real life, he's asking for the most salary for any defensive lineman out of the entire thing. And we didn't get Nick Bosa. Yay. So free agency was pointless. Okay. But, yeah, so in real life, he's asking for it to be the highest paid edge rusher. It's kind of what we kind of know. So, I mean, like, I can understand why, but honestly, I don't think he deserves to be the highest paid pass rusher. I still think TJ Watt was better because, like, he had nearly gotten the record of the most sacks in one season. What did Nick Bosa take when he got defensive MVP? 18.5 sacks. You know how much TJ Watt had more than he had? When he had he had 4 more sacks when he won defensive MVP. Let me just quickly mention that real quick. So, I don't think you deserve to be the highest paid defensive end. Second, yeah, I think so, but not the first. So we got picks 2 and 3.
It's now the Vikings' turn.
That is actually really nice because we can use 2 amazing players, obviously. They did take a quarterback, which I think was interesting because they didn't need one. And now I can see why, because there are no good quarterbacks available. Well, I guess we're not taking a quarterback this year. But Isaiah Molden, yeah, I already could tell he's going to be probably one of the best corners.
And now on the
A very good pick here, anyway.
Minnesota
Hand
Vikings.
development. The thing is, this guy's only 21, and he has some pretty good attributes. So this guy could definitely become a very good corner. Again, no offense to all the other corners I had in Mekhi Blackman and Andrew Booth, but he's definitely going to be better than him. Let's see these edge rushers. Dear Thomas. Okay. Yeah, this guy's about to be a freak of me. Now, his attributes aren't, like, incredible, but at least none of them are Fs. Except for stamina, that could definitely happen, but you never know. But, look at how good these attributes are in terms of athleticism. Like, he has 2 elites, and then literally the rest are greats and 1 good.
It's now the Arizona Cardinals
That is going to
selection.
be a
They're on the
freak
clock.
of nature when properly developed. Trust me. I know. So now we get an early second-round pick because of how bad our season was. I didn't know how to world the Dolphins into being the top 3 worst team in the league, but I'm not complaining. Did we just get Dylan Trapp and just, like, don't have to worry about corner? I mean, again, at the end of the day, I still think we're probably going to need to worry about corners. So I don't think I'm going to take Dylan Trapp, but he does definitely have some good attributes, so... But, again, I don't want to go double down on corner. That just makes no sense and kind of a waste of a draft pick. So, Jace Key bracket is available. But the question is he worth this pick? Yeah, he's a very elite, like, quarterback on the legs. And there are some decent throwing attributes. You know what? Let's take it. I mean, if he doesn't pan out, hey, we only wasted a second-round pick on him. So it isn't the end of the world. The only thing that's going to be is he just turns out to be an utter disaster. And not even at least a backup. There are a lot of good safeties available, eh? I mean, I guess we could take one. Because, I mean, safety is one of our biggest needs heading into the thing, but... I'm just gonna see what's the best players available at each position. So this is Carlos Harris, who is not athletic at all, but he does have elite strength, and he does fit our strong safety thing. He does have normal dev, but I think he's going to be a decent option at safety, hopefully. But, again, I'm just hoping. So, and plus, it's not the end of the world. Like, again, we got, like, pretty much, like, 2 guaranteed players that are going to change around this entire defense. And then a quarterback who hopefully can be our franchise QB. But you can never know until he gets on the field. Obviously, he's also very elusive as well, so we could definitely run like the Ravens playbook, because like that's kind of what he is. But I don't think that's what I'm going to be running though. So yeah. So, we're heading in pretty much with an 82 overall team, which that's not that bad. And let's see here. Okay, then. So, yeah, pretty much, I think he might be our franchise QB. But, the safety, yeah, he did not pan out as I thought he was going to. I mean, he does fit the scheme, it's just... I kind of did think he was going to be really good with his attributes, but apparently it was not. Destined, you know? He's 69 zone, though, like... I mean, again, I think he's going to be a nice backup. It's just, it sucks I did waste a second-round pick on Carlos Harris, where I could have probably gotten very useful safety with that pick, or a running back or something, because we do have a lot of holes on the roster, and I wasted one of those picks on him. Oh, so it says we're a 79 overall team heading in. Okay. But yeah, our offense, it's good, I guess. I actually forgot KJ Osborne is not here, so we kind of do need one. We also kind of need to get a center now, which is just great. And our defense should be better, hopefully, with actually defensive players like Clouds and Thomas. And you already have like Harrison Phillips, Lucene, and Buddy Murphy, so this should be a good defense. It's just the linebackers are probably going to hold us back. So, you'll never know. You'll never know. I'm just hoping we could get one more win than we did last year, which was 3 wins. So that's a pretty low bar. Well, at least we definitely had a better first half than we did last year, so that's improvement. But still probably not close from a playoff spot, so at least our offense was good this year. Our defense was mid. That's alright. So yeah, it says QB Edge of the future, so that's not bad take to have. And he's only thrown 2 interceptions, so that's a good start. And our running backs are terrible, so we kind of had to rely on him a lot. How is Jalen Naylor have more receiving yards but Justin Jefferson? Can literally anybody explain to me that answer? I don't think anybody can. So, yeah, and wow, seems like DJ Woomadun and Harrison Phillips are the only ones that are actually getting pass rush. And you're wondering how my number 3 pick is doing. Well, he's doing alright, just not getting any sacks. which is very extremely frustrating. Like, it's frustrating because, like, you would figure he would be, like, I don't know, getting the, I don't know, the third most sacks at least on our defense. And that's not the case. So Garrett Bradbury is definitely going to be a guy I want to trade. There actually probably is a few players I might want to trade. Actually, probably just a couple, but you get what I mean. But we got breakout linebacker. We also got breakout QB in the same week. So that's interesting. Coach, you have really let me play the instincts for instantly. I can't thank you enough. Last week was one of my best performances I had since college. If I put together another game like that against the Rams, I'll go a long way towards the game. So, hopefully, we get that. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. But yeah. I mean, at least we're, like, not last place in the division, so that's nice. And we also beat the Patriots in a high-score game, so that's nice. J.K. Brackett has a breakout QB, so I think this is for Superstar Dev, actually, so that's kind of what I figured when we drafted him. He was probably going to have Star Dev, but that's okay. Yeah, Dear Thomas, I swear to Lord, if you don't get at least 3 sacks by the end of the season, I am going to be pissed. Because, you know, I wasted a 3rd overall pick for you. Were we gonna, I don't know, got more draft picks in the future? I mean, like we needed them, but still. Wow. Okay, so apparently quarterbacks, corners, and receivers are just, well, yeah. What do I want to invest in? We don't need a corner. We don't need a quarterback. I mean, we do need corner, but we don't need a corner from a draft. We just need a free agent. I guess receiver, but again, then we don't really need a receiver either. Do I go D-tackle? I think I'm gonna go with linebacker. I need some middle linebackers. Because, I mean, have you seen this defense? So, wow, Megamo Agba for Garrett Bradbury, really? Why? Can I just go to a team that can use a center? Okay, there you go. 2nd round pick for Garrett Bradbury. How about that? I already can tell that's probably... Oh. Okay. How much? We actually have 3 seconds. But I'm going to just trade my 4th. That is actually not that bad, especially for how much they used that, like, how much value was technically worth with that pick, which is 19th overall pick, by the way. So, yeah. So, you're a superstar dev, huh? Do I think he's worth... is he a superstar dev? Probably not. Because he sucks. Like, trying to get after the quarterback. Alright, Josh Oliver. Let me, yeah, get off his stupid contract. I think he's getting paid, like, 3-year deal worth, like, $21 million. For a tight end. A backup one. Not even the starter. A backup tight end. Stupid. So we have 5 contract negotiations. One of them is definitely necessary in Justin Jefferson, which for some reason he has no interest. And why is that? Scheme, coach, It's like, it fits the scheme. What are you talking about, game? Freaking crazy? This is how much I'm giving you. If I could find a better team in free agency, that would match this current offer. Are you serious? You know how much money you're getting with that deal? A lot of frickin' money. So why are you declining it? You big buffoon. Historical champions, close to home, and big market. Guess what? It doesn't matter. I'm giving you a big contract and you're gonna like it. Terrell, bro, I don't even know who asked for your services. I don't think anybody did. This is a lot of money for a freaking defensive tackle. Can I just quickly mention that? But he accepted it, at least. But still, that's a lot of money for a defensive tackle like you. Cameron Bunyan, you can get out of here. But there are going to be some other free agents I would like to bring back. So, yeah, I guess we're going to simulate week by week until like week 11. And that also kind of gives me an idea if I'm going to simulate it to the off-season or to the playoffs. So, it does give me at least that idea. We've lost significantly. Our defense couldn't stop a nosebleed, but our offense did solid, so that's kind of really all I care about. It's okay, it's not your fault. Ah, at least one of our players got a VV week reward, so that's nice. What was it? It was Corey Mons with 9 tackles, an interception, and 1 touchdown. So some of our points were because of our defense. A little disappointing, don't you think? Now this is big here. Obviously, I know we're 2-6 right now. That's gonna be pretty big. It's gonna be pretty big. So I'm hoping that we win for the sakes that we can. But like, because obviously also I want to try to get to beat our. Okay, so we have 2 players injured, and one of them is running back, which is already in position of need already. You don't need. You know what? I'm just gonna get a Band-Aid running back for now in free agency. Why is Penny a free agent? I have no idea, but I'm taking it. I know this is a little bit too much for a running back, especially for Rashawn Penny now these days, but I'll take it. So Rashawn Penny is our for now starting running back, and we're going against the Bears. So hopefully we can beat the Bears. Hopefully. We lost to the Bears, huh? Yeah, so safe to say we're not probably making it to the playoffs, because that would have been our opportunity to actually win. Like, that was our chance to pretty much say, okay, so we're making it to the postseason, or, yeah, we're not making it to the postseason. That's the best example right there. So now we have an 80 overall corner. So that's nice. Maybe he might be beating Byron Murphy at the starting corner position eventually. Who knows? Justin Jefferson, I swear to Lord. I actually swear to Lord. If you don't accept this contract, I'm actually seriously going to beat you. Because, what is he asking for is low risk? I mean, very low risk. That's more money than I was giving you before. So why aren't you not accepting it? I don't understand what Jefferson is talking about. You need to do more to convince me this team is right for my future. Sucker, it is. Honestly, it's franchise tag, or we're getting him on a long-term contract. It does not matter. Penny, unless like if he accepts another 1-year deal, I don't think I'm bringing it back. Yep, and yeah, like unless you weren't gonna accept that, you're pretty much done. Can you just please accept this contract for the love of God, please? Oh my God. Like, this is ridiculous, the amount of like, the amount of people I want to bring back that are just not going to come back. It's actually really getting annoying right now. About to probably lose to the Colts, which that's not a surprise. But, yeah, 37-27. Wasn't he on defense? So, yeah, I don't think he's going to get it. Wait, did he get the depth trait upgrade? I don't think he did. But I guess I should have read it a little bit more, hey? Like, I think I might just wait until the offseason for Justin Jefferson. Because no matter what, you're staying on the team. It's franchise tagged. It's franchise tag or not. Because no matter what, you're staying on the team. If you like it or not. And you're not getting traded either. Don't even dare think about that. I'll give you more money. And this is going to be an overpay for honestly a good corner, but not great. But sacrifice has got to be made. Yep. This offer is perfect. You want to know why? Because you're probably getting, I don't know, maybe like around $10 million a year, despite that's way too much for you. Alright. Super Bowl chase. Underdog contenders. I wonder why. Mentor episode. Sucker, you do not need a mentor. You don't. Alright, well, at least they're back. Justin Jefferson. Seriously. Just accept this contract that I'm about to give you. Because you know you're on the team no matter what happens. Okay. Finally. It's done. I don't have to worry about him anymore. Jeez Lord. I'll up your salary bonus, but that's about it. Okay. He's back on a 1-year pack. We're done with free agents. I am personally done. I'm just honestly hoping we could just win 2 more games. If we could just win 2 more games, I'll be pretty happy. But, and that's an if. Well, we did win more than 2 games. But we went and won 4 games. So our pick got significantly worse. Honestly, I prefer to have no more wins for the rest of the season than us winning 4 games. I only wanted us to win like 2 more games, and that was it. That was literally all I was asking for, but no. 24 in offense, so it's still an improvement, and our defense declined significantly. Yay. Our quarterback was still good. Like, I still think he's probably going to be our quarterback of the future, but I just would hope he could throw a little less interceptions next year. Rashad Penny somehow has the most rushing yards out of every player. And we had 4 running backs. Yes, 4 running backs had more than 10 carries. You know how ridiculous that sounds? Pretty ridiculous. It also sounds a little ridiculous to see that he had nearly the same season as Justin Jefferson. Again, it makes no sense. No. Nada. It makes no sense. It really does. So let's see how our O-line was going. Alright, a lot better than it was last year. Probably because we have a different quarterback who knows how to run. But, yeah. Okay, at least... I was about to say he at least had like 4 sacks or something, but no, he had 2 sacks. Gotta be kidding. But, I mean, on the plus side, we did probably get more sacks than we did last year, but still not by a lot. So, that's very disappointing. Byron Murphy, I think he was, yeah, probably worth the amount of how much I had to pay him for. Brandon Mosmore, he was alright. Wow. He was a very good corner. Isaiah Mounds, okay. Honestly, I already know probably none of our players won offensive or defensive rookie of the year. Which is probably just defensive. But, yeah, that's what I figured. But, it's okay. We're getting there. And the Titans won the Super Bowl. I want to kill myself. Just, please. Please. We can make it to the postseason next year. I know it's actually kind of a lot to ask for, especially how bad our season was last year. Even if during the end we actually kind of turned it around. But I'm just hoping, because again, like, I think it was like what, the final like 6 games, and then we won like 4 of them. So I hope that happens, but obviously you never know if that can actually happen. So that's what I'm a little concerned about. So, hopefully in free agency, we can get some pretty good players to hopefully, like, fix the defense and offense, so then we don't have to really rely on our quarterback. I mean, really, I feel like the one thing that's going to completely change our offense is the running back position. Yeah, I know Rashad Penny is, like, good and all, but we kind of still need another running back, and it's not Rashad Penny, so if we can, we could definitely probably have one of the best offenses in the league. So, if we could just get a freaking running back. Because, like, outside of Penny, it's the same running backs that we had last year. And I don't think I want to run those guys again. So, Tristan Wirfs. I mean, he has interest, so I think I might as well bring him. I mean, and also then we could also just trade Brian O'Neill, and we could get some draft picks. Either way, if we got him, it's pretty worth it, because we're also getting one of the best offensive linemen in the league. Pretty darn worth it, to be honest. None of the receivers are worth paying. None of them. Travis Etienne, is he my long-term answer at running back? I think he just has no interest, while Nick Chubb actually does. So I think I'm just going to try to hope that you could just accept this type of contract. Three-year deal. He's pretty much getting paid like $13 million a year, so I'm hoping, yep, he's probably going to accept that. Let's see quarterbacks here. I was just curious because, well, you never know when we might need one. Greg Newsome, perfect. That's exactly a corner I type would need. And actually, who's better than both Byron Murphy and Isaiah Mullins in terms of overall ratings. What I meant. Okay, we have almost no cap space now. I think I might want to consider just looking for ones in the draft. Or I could take a gamble on Jordan Battle. I don't think that's worth it. I'll go with JOK here. Hopefully he can actually pan out as an actual good inside linebacker. And yeah. So we get one more we can also pay, but then that's kind of it. I would like to get Razan Reddick, but we just don't have the money for that at the moment. BJ Hill is, I think, an interesting one. If you could just, like, accept this. Well, we're kind of neutral to him because we don't have... He just doesn't kind of like the salary that he's getting. Yeah, it's still a free agent. I don't blame you. So 3 free agents came. The only one I think we didn't get was... I think it was Nick Chubb, I think. So, that's a little unfortunate. And BJ Hill's now on the team, so that's nice. So yeah, we're still going to need a running back. It's very frustrating, because I want to go get into probably remaining free agents. So they're probably pretty bad. So, we're probably just going to have to draft one, unfortunately. Alright, so hopefully there's some good receivers, running backs,
now on the clock.
defensive players, you know, just anything that can help our team.
Vikings turn.
So we get another draft where we have back-to-back picks, which were 5 and 6, which I think is funny. So all these are already positions that are already fixed, and our best players are to like 7, which is a position of need, but the thing is he's a right end and not a left end, so. And honestly, I don't think I want him. He's 23, number 1, and there's just some things I just don't really like about him. Let's see how Don Meter is. Okay, I think this is going to be a guy I might want to consider drafting, because this guy is going to be a freak. But we could definitely get him later. I also think we have 3 first-round picks. I mean, I could be wrong, but I know I just don't want to pick here. That's all I know. and also 6. So both of these picks are getting traded. First round picks next year. That's like a slight trade down, and pretty much we're only getting picks for next year. So
Ladies and gentlemen,
so
we
Buffalo,
have a trade.
trade is accepted. You are able to move up. So let's see who they get this pick then.
And now on the clock,
They
the
get
Minnesota
Kevin Baker.
Vikings.
Nice. We're trading down again. I know it's stupid, but I really just do not care. Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, the current pick
Another
has
trade.
been traded.
This time we're trading with the Steelers, so another AFC team.
The Minnesota Vikings are now
But again,
on
at
the
least
clock.
we're getting more draft picks for next year, where if we are good, maybe we could get top 5 draft picks, maybe we could also trade them for some players, but you never know. So, Travis Banner. Oh no, it's Travis Bardner. Okay.
Up next, the
I'm drafting him.
Philadelphia
Welcome to the
Eagles
team.
are
I don't
on
care
the
he's normal
clock.
dev. He's probably going to be in the 70s anyway, so who cares?
The Minnesota Vikings.
Is that
now
pass rusher
on
still
the clock.
available? Because I'm kind of worried if he's not. And also, I'm probably going to trade up as well. Back into the first round. Because we kind of need some help. At a lot of positions.
The Dallas Cowboys.
Alright, Don
are
Meter,
now on
Hidden
the
Dev,
clock.
welcome to the Minnesota Vikings. So now we're going to try to trade up with Dallas or Carolina or any of the following teams. But we, like my job is to try to get some players to fix this god-awful team. Oh, is Penny not on our team? I thought I got him on a contract. Apparently he retired or something. So that's a little frustrating. Or he's on IR or something. I don't know. But anyway, second and even a third for hopefully exchange with the 20th overall pick and maybe even another later round pick next year. Fifth next year. How about that?
There has been a trade.
Okay, so, you know, we're getting some draft picks. Better ones and worser. Well, better one and worser ones. So. I wanted to trade up because I wanted to get a linebacker. Because linebacker is seriously a position of need. We did not address it in the free agency. This was a position of need. And I think that's a good reason why we should trade up. Alright. Gregory Watson out of LSU.
It's the
See what you can
Carolina
do.
Panthers now on the clock.
In a dev in 91 speed. That's actually pretty darn good. So, hopefully he could just pan out into a linebacker that I was hoping he's going to turn out.
It's now the Vikings
Because
turn. On the clock.
if he could turn out to being a very good linebacker, this could be a playoff contending team. So, what do I want to do? Go get receiver or center? Because that's like pretty much both needs positions. You know what? Sure. Let's go take Ryan Lawrence. In development. Hopefully, we could get a good receiver in round 3. If not, I'm just hoping that Jalen Napier can have another good season like he did last year.
Minnesota Vikings.
Oh, you know what's one thing I forgot to do? Trade Brian O'Neill. Oof. That's a mistake. Tyree Thomas. I mean, he has some very good attributes. Don't prove me wrong, but it's just like, no thanks. I think I'll pass. All right, let's see what we're gonna get here. And what I think I might do is try to trade for a first-round pick next year and a wide receiver. That's what I think I'm gonna do. Then we take Darren Allen out of New Mexico. Okay. So, what I'm hoping we can get, because what happened? I was about to say, what the hell happened to Christian Darrisaw? But it was just because, well. So, hopefully Brian O'Neill is going to be good enough to get a first-round pick, like I said, next year, and a wide receiver. It doesn't have to be specifically amazing either. Which team has the freaking cap space to handle it? Okay. This team will probably. First round pick and Chris Godwin. Honestly, I don't think this is going to be accepted, which is okay. And how do I throw in my first round pick next year? That is probably going to make this trade work. And a second next year. That's all I got to do. Alright, yeah, there you go. Yeah, we're looking pretty good next year, man. Like, we got, honestly, a very amazing receiving core. I don't have a good right guard. Oh, it's because he's at center right now. Okay. I really like our offense. Our offense is going to be amazing heading into 2024, I think. I don't know, honestly. Actually, no, I think it's 2025. I don't know. Who cares? And our defense, hopefully, can just be good. It's literally all I'm asking for. Literally. Even if, like again, I know we still have a need at safety pretty much, but it's not the end of the world. And plus, if we are a playoff team, I could just throw a first-round pick at it, and yeah. But that's if. Because I don't want to waste a first-round pick when we're not contending to a postseason spot. I'm just praying to God that this team could just be, well, a Super Bowl contending team, like it should be. Yeah, I think this team should be good. And I swear to God, if somehow we don't make it to the postseason, I think I'm going to be pissed. I know, right? Are you freaking kidding me? How? Explain to me. How? He had the third most passing yards, and yet we still place the how? How? Third most passing yards. Yes. And you only threw 11 interceptions. How? Explain to me. How? How? If you say this team isn't cursed, I don't know what this would prove to you. Because that is just stupid.